Hey y'all, welcome to MysticHandTarot's New Moon in Pisces forecast. The new moon in Pisces is occurring Wednesday, the 2nd of March, and we are now welcoming in March. This year feels like it's going so fast. And the energy around this new moon, as far as astrology is concerned, is optimistic. But there may also be some emotional elements to it as well. I mean, we're going into the dark time of the moon, and Pisces can be a deeply emotional sign. So while on its lighter side, there is an optimism to Pisces and a almost childlike innocence to Pisces, there can also be a very darker element to it. And since we are looking at the dark moon, the new moon, there is some, possibility that we might be going through some deeper, darker stuff during this time. And it would be no surprise to me if that were the case with everything that's going on in our world right now. Just to touch on the astrology for this week as well, on the 6th, we have Mars and Venus moving into Aquarius, and it's happening almost at the exact same time. And this is going to cause some consciousness raising about issues in our world. So people coming together to talk about this, to organize around it, to work towards making change in the area of, what's happening socially in this time. But this can also bring up some explosive energies because Mars, of course, is a very dynamic planet. So we should be on the watch out for people who might be working towards, a mob mentality or a group consciousness that does not serve positive change. That's also a possibility with this energy on Sunday, the 6th. And that's all the astrology that's happening around this new moon. Today's cards will be coming from the Native Spirit Tarot. This deck was a gift to me from Debray Tarot. And if you're interested in this deck, I will have information about a 20% discount code at the end of the reading. And then we also will be pulling a card from the Collective Consciousness Oracle deck for the final card for the reading. So what we're going to be looking at for this new moon is what the energy is surrounding this new moon, where it is carrying us, and how you can nurture yourself through. All right. Okay. I ask for truth to be spoken and guidance to be delivered for all those watching this video. And our first card is, what is the energy of this new moon? Now we have the Page of Coins in the reverse. So there is an energy here of feeling maybe a little bit ungrounded, needing to communicate to others how you're feeling and maybe not really hitting the mark. Maybe you don't really even know exactly what it is you're feeling, and that's what's making it difficult to communicate those things to others. We may be communicating in a very ungrounded way as well with this Page of Coins in the reverse, and some of that Pisces energy with the emotionality of it could be lending itself to some ungroundedness with the energy of this new moon. Let's see where this energy is carrying us. Another card in the reverse, we have the Judgment card. So this is carrying us to a place where we're coming to a crossroads, but it is less clear to us what that means and which direction to take. It may be that we are having to go back over some things in our life to figure out what decisions we want to make. At this time, at this crossroads, we may not be ready to make these decisions, but we may be being called to make them anyway, or we may be in a position where we have to make them anyway. I'd like to pull another card just to clarify what this is about, because we're seeing two cards in the reverse here, and also it just feels like there's some blocked energy or some confusion with these cards. All right, we have the Eight of Wands. So things are happening very quickly with this energy, and that may also be, it's like a sweeping energy, like something is moving you forward. You don't necessarily know that you want to go. You don't necessarily know that this is where you want to be carried, but it's happening anyway. So before we even get to that last card of how you can nurture yourself through, I'm going to just say one of the best things you can do right now is just to accept and go with the flow. Sometimes that's all we can do. And if you feel inspired to take on some kind of conscious resistance to this, it may be helpful to you, it may serve you, but it may also just be a means to further mire yourself in negativity and heaviness, while this overarching energy that you don't have control over is taking the reins of your life. All right. So what can we do to nurture ourselves through this time? Let's see what the Collective Consciousness Oracle deck wants to bring forward for that question. The beauty of change. Okay, so we are accepting the beauty of change right now. I'm going to put that up because it's a little bit dark. Things are changing in our world. And while a lot of what we're hearing on the news or what we're seeing in the media is not beautiful, there is always something to have gratitude for and to appreciate, even through the darkest and most difficult of times. And I love how dark this card is, because yes, when we go through change, when we experience change, it is not all sunshine and rainbows and beauty. But there is something there. There is something in this time, something in this ungrounded experience, in this lack of being able to make a decision of which way to move, in this being swept forward with energy that you're not necessarily in control of, that is beautiful. And you are being tasked to discover what that is, to find what that is within you, to come to a place where you can just surrender and be in the flow, be in acceptance, be in appreciation of life and its mysteries. So best of luck with this energy. I don't really know what to make of these cards. It feels a little bit strange seeing this information right now, but I am going to put my energy towards the positive and pray, because that's what I like to do when I feel uncertain about things. And I encourage you to, do something to connect with something higher than yourself as well, whatever that means to you. Meditation is a great way to do that. But especially just, connecting with others, making sure you're in touch with those people that you love, and being positive in the ways that you can be, as well as accepting however you're feeling during this time, because of course we can't change how we feel. If we're feeling sad, if we're feeling angry, that's how we feel, and all we can do is just be present and appreciate where we are. So thank you all for tuning in, and if you are interested in the Native Spirit Tarot, you can go to dabrigh.com, dabrigh.com, and use the offer code Rachel Moon to support my channel and get 20% off the Native Spirit Tarot. Hope you all are having a beautiful day as you are watching this, and I will see you in the future. Peace.